defenses so well, doesn't it?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On second down, here's Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Direct snap, Rawls. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Second down following the run. They'll come out in the pistol. This time Wilson will throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. On third down, Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way, and boy, he can get hurt.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A gain of 32 that time.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Yet again, here's a Wildcat look. Here's a direct snap to Elliott. Running again on first with McFadden. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Prescott to throw this time. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And they're going to face a third down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. third and short yardage. Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Another Wildcat look here. We've seen this a lot.
Here we go.
First down, a run with McFadden. Room here to run. Past the 20. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards on the ground. And running with a renewed sense of purpose there, Darren McFadden.
Go ahead, raise your hand if you saw a 1,000-yard season coming from him. Go ahead. Go ahead, I'm waiting.
Oh, my hand's down.
I'm waiting.
Can't see us here in the booth.
What a fantastic job by him running behind that excellent offensive line.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Defense showing blitz. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Bryce Butler taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's eventually brought down, but not before he reaches the 39, just shy of the 40.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And now they're in the hurry-up. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Second down and 4. In the slot on the right is Graham. On second down, Rawls. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
He was looking for Thomas Rawls there, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, that play's a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
It's such a close game, a very big one.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. C.J. Procise, 37 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the fourth. Now Hausch could attack on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Hausch get out to send this one away following the score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. There's McFadden as they begin on the ground. And some room to work. He's going to go. Darren McFadden. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. And even 60 yards. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
They'll look to throw. And Bryant's got it over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
So they went to the big boy in a big spot late. He provided, and now they're in the driver's seat.
And, Brandon, size does matter in this game. All right, you can go to the slot guys, you can do all of that, but rarely have we ever seen a tight end described as diminutive, right? We just don't get that. Big target, big catch radius, that gives you a comfort zone as a guy throwing the football.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and it's 3rd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they've kind of got a situation here. Still 3 timeouts defensively, so maybe you try to run a play.
And if you do it as safe as possible. And I think maybe even quarterback sneak. Take care of the football and make sure that clock starts to run before they call the timeout.
We'll see what they do. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel